is Deuce McKenzie. That is Dastardly Doolittle. Dewey, look at Mommy. Dewey. There, look up, Dewey.
Hi, Not a Drama Nana. Good morning to you, dear.
Like I said, just thousands of things.
I'm trying to get it where the glare through the windows behind. Hi, Susan Bezio. Let me pause this.
And see.
Not a Drama Nana. I saw that in the other chat. I will go check. I am very, 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 very high. I am very, very, very rarely on Facebook. Is your request from Not a Drama Nana? I mean, will I recognize the name? Or, hi, Anne. Sorry about that glare. What I was trying to do was watch some of, like we did before when I played the Ninja Kittens. Hi, Carrie. Let me get in here for just a minute. Everywhere I go, there's a glare. Why is there a glare? It's all fuzzy looking. What's the deal? Anyway, what I was trying to do when I started was play some cat videos and the cat rescues off of my other channel, just pointing the lens at my television screen. But the angle of the sun, the way it's coming through my living room windows, is glaring off the TV screen. And I don't have suitable shades to block it. Anyway, guys, there's nothing going on. As usual around here, everything is calm. But I hadn't been on for a while, and I needed a break from true crime and missing children and whatnot for a little while. So I thought I'd just go live long enough to say hi. You felt an earthquake in New York? Oh my goodness. It was centered in New Jersey. Are you okay? I mean, obviously you're okay, or you wouldn't be on YouTube. That was a dumb question. Sorry. Come back, chat. I swear, every time I go live, YouTube has changed the settings on my screen. It's weird, is all. Hi, Owen. Just call me old crooked finger. I can do it better with I'm right-handed. And when we did it the other day, I did it with my left hand and I'm originally I was born and kind of raised. I was born in Kansas City, Missouri, and I consider that my hometown. And I can remember being, I think it was about 15, maybe 14. Hi, Kim. I was 14 or 15-ish. I was a freshman in high school. And there was a tremor. It was during the summer. I was home on summer break. I was sitting in my bedroom listening to records. Y'all probably don't know what those are. I was listening to records. Yeah, I'm throwing signs, Carrie, at all in flow. I was listening to records on my hi-fi. And there was this vase sitting on my dresser. And it started doing this. And kind of moving, not kind of moving, it was doing what my hand is doing. And I was home by myself, started looking around. I'm like, what is going on? And within just a few minutes or moments, it stopped. And after a little while, they came on the news and said that we had had a tremor. I was like, yeah, we did. Well, I'm glad it wasn't like, bad. Owen Flo, you adore records. I can tell from your chat, Owen Flo, that you are an audiophile. Every time I sing something on my other channel, especially if it's a show tune, you know what it is. Yeah. I am too. So, not a drama, Nana. I bounced off the wall there. Sweetheart, is your friend request on Facebook? Oh, when Flo, get away. Now I'll never sing again. I had a voice coach from the time I was 10 until I was 18, but get Owen Flo. Oh no, I'm embarrassed that I have. Oh, don't you be judging me. Owen Flo, believe it or not, guys, I know this is not even animal related right now at all. And I need to get through this one thought process with not a drama. Okay, that's what I needed to know, because at this stage, and I'm not going to go off into it on this channel because this is our pleasant place to be. But I will say that at this stage of the game regarding YouTube, if I don't know you, no, you might as well not even bother sending me a friend request on Facebook, because I'm fixing to go in there later today and delete a whole bunch of people that when I first came up on YouTube, I got hundreds of Facebook requests, and being at the time naive, I'm not now, but at the time I was relatively naive regarding social media. So I was just confirm. Goodness gracious, kids, I've got people friended on Facebook. I got no idea in the world who they even are. I've also got some people friended on there that I figured out are not really necessarily friends. And so I'm going to get rid of that too. But darling, just so you know, not a drama, Nana. When it comes to the Facebook kind of thing, the best way to get a hold of me, get in touch with me, is the instant messenger. I don't remember the last time I actually went to my Facebook page. I used it mostly when DeBoss had his stroke. I would use it I would make video, because everybody in DeBoss's family has Facebook, and his family is spread all over the place. So I would make a video, then I would post it on Facebook every single day so that his family would know how he was doing and how he was progressing. By the way, along family lines, day before yesterday, DeBoss's mom, my precious mother-in-law, who is still hospitalized, was taken to the hospital with AFib. So DeBoss and I, we don't often mention anything outside of our own home. Thank you, Kim, for asking folks to tap the like. It's important to help us be in the DeBoss and I are the type that we keep family matters pretty close to the vest when it comes to social media, especially YouTube wise, because it is a public broadcast that goes worldwide. But I do feel comfortable asking here for prayers for my mother in law. She's currently hospitalized with AFib. She will be going to rehab. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. She'll be going to rehab once she's released. Last night, DeBoss was able to talk to her on the phone, and he had it on speaker so that I could hear and interact as well. She sounded okay, but she sounded weak. So, but as of last night, the report was that she would remain hospitalized in a city here in Arkansas. Thank you all so much for your prayers. For another day or so. Last night they said a couple of more days in hospital and then to rehab for a little while. And Mom is currently residing with my baby sister-in-law, but you guys know I just call her sis because she is my baby sister. Thank you, Kim and Susan, Owen, Flo. Thank you, all of you. That has that has diverted my attention from YouTube. Time-wise, and also it is springtime here in the Ozarks, although we are in the foothills of the Ozarks here. Hi, Anne, I'm sorry, I already said hi, baby. Thank you. I love you too, Owen Flo. I have been super, super busy doing yard work. So I think I'll try. You're still having freezes and snow, Owen. Wow. It has been windy as all get out here. Y'all know that we have the pecan trees. If you know anything at all about pecans, thank you, Carrie, about pecan trees, the least little breeze makes them lose everything from tiny twigs and sometimes major limbs if they are weak. So I got all of that picked up. I think I already did a live stream on here showing you guys that. And then yesterday, I managed to, DeBoss, let me rewind a bit here. DeBoss on Sunday went out to our little garden plot, our little victory garden, if you will. And I'm sorry about my hair, it's crazy. And dug out an entire wheelbarrow full of canna bulbs. I had put a couple of canna bulbs out there that a neighbor had given me several years ago, not realizing how they would spread. They took over my whole garlic bed. So he was like, let me help you out. Hi, Rhonda. And Rhonda, a 4.8 earthquake? Are you up around, Rhonda? Are you up around New Jersey, New York? Or is this a different earthquake? Owen Flo, I love spring too. So since you're having snow and it's cold, you're in Massachusetts? Rhonda. Nana Dramanana was just telling us that they had earthquake y'all. Owen Flo, I've been wondering. Thank you, Carrie, for that beautiful welcome. New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and Massachusetts. And Not a Drama felt it in upstate New York. Wow, guys. See, I haven't watched any news today. The boss watches the weather on local TV before he goes to work in the morning. My goodness, y'all. Pennsylvania had one for certain. Okay, when we get off of here, I'm going to check some news. I hope there's been no loss of life. Do we know? No loss of life. Oh, Rhonda R., thank heavens for that. And Owen Flo, back to talking about the solar eclipse. I have been wondering, no, honey, of course, but we are smart people and we know how to look things up and listen to intelligent reports as well. But just as energy shifts and stuff. But, they're saying here in Arkansas, our sheriff here in Cleburne County sent out a link for those of us that are hooked up to it. Usually what we get are a link to reports about certain arrests. Okay. This one was about getting ready for the solar eclipse if you live here. Recommending that we, which I've done just in case. I'm not a prepper or a survivalist or anything like that, but I pay attention to my sheriff. And if my sheriff feels like that I needed to draw extra water, just in case the number of visitors that have been predicted, because southern Arkansas especially, but up here where I am across the middle band, they're predicting hundreds of thousands of visitors to Arkansas for this solar eclipse. So our sheriff said, paraphrasing, of course, he said, draw extra drinking water because it could distress our municipal water systems. Maybe have a few extra supplies like bathroom tissue, commonly referred to as toilet paper, and animal food supplies, because people will be bringing their pets. So we did, not to any great extent, several gallons of water and that kind of thing. But so, and then day before yesterday, no, let's see, what is today? Friday? Okay, earlier in the week, I mentioned to the boss, I don't have any solar eclipse glasses. He said, we're selling them at the store. I said, oh, you mean at Ace Hardware where you don't work? Let me tell you this little married story. When I told the boss the other day, don't be mincing words with me. I was watching a YouTube channel and an Ace Hardware commercial came on. And they were talking about Benjamin Moore paints and how at Ace Hardware, they have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Benjamin Moore paints. And the boss was wearing a long sleeve red t-shirt. Across the front was emblazoned Benjamin Moore paints. We were sitting on the front porch. I looked over at him and I said, well, I already know that. I was talking to my phone where I was watching the commercial. I said, I already know that because my husband is wearing a Benjamin Moore t-shirt from Ace Hardware where he works. And the boss looks over at me and he said, I don't work for Ace Hardware. I work for Corporation. I work in the lumber yard. I said, Listen to me. Don't you mince words with me. He said, I'm not mincing words. Those who work for Ace Hardware are required to wear a red vest. I said, well, not to be argumentative. However, the sign in front of the lumber yard where you work without a red vest says Ace Hardware, Home Center. So there, Mr. Man. So, okay, kids. And I was like, don't tell me you don't work for Ace Hardware. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, man. But in all honesty, you and hardly catch my man inside that hardware store for nothing. He's like, no. One day, he left his phone at home. So I grabbed his phone and ran it up to or drove it up. I didn't run it up. I carried it up to the lumber yard for him. I asked one of the fellas out in the lumber yard, I said, where's the boss? He's in his office. About that time, he comes striding out. I lost my train of thought getting tickled over the boss. I'm sorry. There was a point to that story. Oh, I remember now. I'm trying to get my shoes on. We're going to walk around the yard and I'm going to show you I've been busting my hind end and not been on YouTube. And then we'll say goodbye. If we're lucky, we'll see a cat. Anyway, one of the fellows came walking up to the car and, I said, where's the boss? He's in his office, blah, blah, blah. And I said to the boss's coworker, I said, well, is he busy? He said, yeah, he's sweeping the floor. The boss came striding up to the car. I handed him his phone. I said, yada, yada said you were busy. You were sweeping the floor. And the boss said, I'll do anything to keep from going in that store. He don't want anything to do with home decor or plumbing parts. I mean, he knows all of it. He knows all of that, but he likes to be out in the lumber yard with the real men. He's a lumberjack and he's okay. Oh, I see Mr. Big Stuff clear over in the church parking lot, walking towards the road. Yeah, anyway, I guess real men deal with contractors and subcontractors, and they cut pipe. They cut metal pipes, and they load lumber, and they drive forklifts. And they move around kitchen appliances and stuff in their warehouse. So, okay, we're going to go this way. Like I said, I know this is not a gardening channel and all of that business. It's just one of those live streams, like the title says. Just a quick check-in to say hello. Let you guys know that all is well here at Furry Feline Monsters of Mass Destruction. And I do want to tell you guys this. I've been researching how people get their YouTube channels to grow. I wasn't really happy with what I found. So let me tell you what I found before we walk around the yard. And we may pixel out when we go out around the yard. I don't know. Like I told you, it's the last time on my end. Hi, blessings to all. It's all, hi, Kiki Eyes. It's always clear. It's always crispy and clear on my end, on my screen. So I don't realize until after the live ends and I watch it back to see if there's anything I need to edit out, you know, if I messed up. That sometimes when we walk around outside, it pixels out, honeys, and I don't know it's doing it. But here's what I wanted to tell you that I've found. And while I'm telling it to you, what I'm going to do is, and I have a couple of puffs off a cigarette. Please don't get mad at me. I'm doing good with cutting way back. I'm not smoking hardly nearly as much as I have been. But I hadn't smoked this morning and I'm really wanting one. So here's Tommy Two Tone. Let me see. Let me just sit this right here for a minute. Let me grab a couple of puffs while I tell y'all what I learned about how people get their YouTube channels to grow. Now, what they do is, and this is reliable sources, okay? They Google what is trending. They go on Google, they Google what's trending, and whatever is trending is what they go with, y'all. And that's what they start putting in their titles and their hashtags. Oh, Tommy ran. I was hoping y'all could look at a kitty cat while I was, because I don't want to be seen smoking on this. So I'm going to point you at the little welcome man for a minute. Now, what they'll do is whatever is trending, like I said, that's what they go with. Subject matter wise, you know, the topic and all of that. And then they work the system, if you will. Let me light this cigarette. They work the system to manipulate the algorithm to get people to come and watch them and sub up. Babies, I don't want to do that. So maybe we, you know, Carrie, if you're still here, honey, I hope you don't mind me sharing that Carrie had said to me, please don't give up on the channel. And I don't want to. So, I'm just not willing, you know, if folks don't want to just hang out with me and or the boss and Rags and the rescue kitties and just hang out to be relaxed and chat about earthquakes in the northeast of the U.S. and lumber yards and Ace Hardware and Benjamin Moore Paint and what I'm doing in the yard, then we'll just keep our little group and I'm going to keep going. Because what I found, y'all, I spent several hours split up over several days when I'd take a break from a yard work and whatnot, researching this, how to get the channel to grow. Well, it's all manipulation on the channel holder's end. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, please don't take that the wrong way. By manipulation, I don't mean necessarily with bad intent, okay? There's a whole lot of people on YouTube like me with different uh, types of channels in different communities and sectors that have really good intent. Uh, but I'm just not willing to play that kind of game. Even if, like I've told you before, in all brutal honesty, this channel exists for one reason and one reason only, and that's so I can make some money. Well, I've realized something in the meantime. I've realized this channel exists for another reason. Yes, that was the primary reason. But it actually gives me a place on YouTube to where I can come and just relax and talk about things that are serendipitous or frivolous or whimsical with people that understand it and just care about other people and care about the environment, that care about animals, people that care. All right, oh my goodness, I'm too old to squat down like I just was. Give me just a minute, kids. I'm gonna grab one more puff. I'm sorry, I was squatted down and I like to have never got stood back up. Give me a second here. We'll walk around the yard. Oh my goodness. So, that being said, I'm going to grab your barf bags. I'm going to pick you up. Oh, yes, babies. It ain't just my old age today. It's the mowing and the yard working. So, here we go. Just walk around and I'm going to jack my jaws a little bit more. And then we'll say goodbye. Anywho, oh, I'm so sorry. Please, y'all. I should not have squatted down like that. Now my legs feel like two noodles. All right. I had moved this baby's breath, thinking that it was heavy enough that it would stay on the stump that I had him leave from the black walnut tree. The fifth time I picked it up out of the ditch after the last windstorm. Yeah. So yesterday I came out, got the dolly. Now I'm trying to decide where the baby's breath bush is going to go. So that's why it's sitting in the middle of the little front yard. Garlic. Anywho, let's walk around this way. And pardon any moaning and groaning this old lady does while we walk. I'm not griping, y'all. I ain't griping. Here's the thing, and this is for real. Oh, by the way, fig bush is trying real hard. And the part I was worried about the other day that the hard freeze killed 2 weeks ago or took out, there's new growth lower on the stems, so I'm going to just deadhead it. But I don't know if I'm going to get any figs this year. Lilac's doing great. But know what I was going to say about my moaning and my groaning, being an old woman, walking around. There's something that I do every morning and every night, and this is for reals. Every morning when I open my eyes, the very first thing I do, before my feet hit the floor is I thank the good Lord above that I'm alive, that I can see, I can hear, I can speak, I can walk, and I can think. And then I go about my day. Throughout my day, I pray for others. Then at night, when I lay my head down, I thank God that we came through another day. I thank Him for everything. And then I tell Him I'm sorry if I left anything out. And I say, Lord, just take it for granted, if you don't mind, that if I left something out, you know what it was, and I didn't mean to. Now, y'all, I can't see your chat because of the sun. But here's, we got some more to get out, peeking their little heads up. But this is where the boss dug out the canis for me the other day. I've done a little bit of burning over there. What I do is I usually have 3 tomato plants, 2 jalapenos, 1 bell pepper out here, and then the raised bed I use for onion. And believe it or not, oh, look, isn't it interesting? The wheelbarrow is from Ace Hardware, where the boss does not work. Y'all, every single thing. And look, I broke my rake. Look at this. Broke it clean off. Everything in that wheelbarrow is, I should say, everything in this wheelbarrow, no, that's not right either. What am I? These are canna bulbs. Everything in that great big, that is a contractor's wheelbarrow, you guys. Full of cannas. Anywho. So, I got all them picked up yesterday and got this raked. You can see, I think you can, I don't know. I can't see. Yeah, see that stack of limbs out yonder is not as small as it looks like it is from over here. That trailer has to go to the landfill, but I've got to hire somebody to haul it out there for me because the boss works Monday through Friday and the transfer station for the dump is not open on the weekends. So I'm going to have to hire me a feller to take all the thing. Most of that is from other people's places when the boss does a side job, like that old screen door up on top of it. He went and replaced the screen door for the lady, and then he doesn't ever leave the stuff, the old stuff, at the place where he works. He brings it here and puts it on this trailer. Then when it gets full, haul it off to the proper dump site. They charge by weight. Anywho, got it a little bit neater back here than the last time you guys walked back here with me. Got that big pile cleaned up right yonder. Got this cleaned up a little bit back here behind the barn, and got this cleaned up real good. Well, I mean, not real good. It could be better. Got to reorganize some of this back here. Uh, my insurance man doesn't like it when we get too much stuff piled up, but we always have lumber scraps from the boss's side jobs. And we hold on to them in case some little old something comes up that, need a little piece here or there. Right now we need a little bit of work done on the barn, but I ain't too worried about that right now. But as you can see, I got that cleaned up fairly good from the last time we were back here. And the storage building. Got to get that pile out to the street. But what I want to do is, I don't think I've ever tried this. I'm going to walk clear out to the outer edge of my yard and point the camera back at my yard and let y'all see what I mow by myself with a push lawnmower. Self-propelled. It's self-propelled, granted, and I'm just walking behind it. But I got ditch lines and stuff, but what I want to do is show y'all what I mow once a week. I mowed the whole thing in one day, day before yesterday. Now, I am a 73-year-old woman, grateful to the good Lord when I wake up every single day and I can still mow my own yard. So, get over here where I can see y'all's chat before we say goodbye. Y'all, I'm going to have so many apples. I don't know if y'all can make out the blooms, but this apple tree is just absolutely loaded with blooms. And the new line of fruit trees at the edge of the yard are coming along. Let's see if I can see the... Anyway. So kids, we'll just walk around here and say hi to Rags. She was taking a nap. She had her bully stick after her second walk this morning, and she said, oh, she's awake. Hey, you. Well, if I can get it, there we go. There we go. Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Hello, my pretty. That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my girl. Y'all, I told the boss last night, if anybody had told me a year ago that I would be a doggy mama and be head over heels in love with a canine, I would have called them a liar right straight to their face. But kids, I love her so much, it's stupid. She just sighed. She doesn't like the smell of smoke, I can tell you that. I did a little bit of leaf burning yesterday. Just a little pile, not I know I shouldn't burn leaves. I know it's bad for the environment, but there was just this one pile that I just couldn't manage to drag all the way to the road for him to pick it up. And I took her on a walk around the yard, and she came to a certain spot and she laid down and she wouldn't get up and she was acting weird. And I was like, come on, girl, come on, come on. And she looked at me and she looked over towards where the smoke was coming from. And then she looked back at me. It was like she was, I know this is really dumb, but it was like she was in her way saying, I don't like that smoke. I don't want to go that way. So I said, okay, let's go this way, around the other way. And she got right up and we walked the other way, and she wasn't worried about it, but she didn't like that. But y'all, I get so tickled. She gets that nose going. She gets that nose going back and forth when she's sniffing the air. And I tell you what, it's like the end of her nose, and nothing else is moving. It's just the end of her nose. And it's going 1,000,000 miles an hour. It's just twitching. Her nose looks like a bear. It looks like a bear's nose. So, in closing today, let me flip the lens back around before we say goodbye. In closing today, I can tell you that not only does Rags no longer have a tick on her bootay, but she won't be having any because, let me get back inside here. Let's see, I think it was Monday. I went to Dr. Sarton's and spent $238 on NexGard, not just for her. I got, let's see, and hers is chewable. So she got her version of this. For her, it's for ticks, fleas, mosquitoes. And so and they're like beef flavored, like you guys probably know what they are. You guys know a lot more about dogs than me. I learn what I learn about dogs from you guys. So anyway, this is for the outdoor kitties. Their NexGard is the topical, and it takes care of fleas, ticks, heartworms, hookworms. The prescription label is covering up everything it takes care of. But it's for the outdoor rescue cats. So what I'm hoping, because the only time they're all gathered up together at the same time is at morning feeding time. And it's Mr. Big Stuff and Itchy McScratchy are like, don't touch me. I don't want to be petted. I'm not your cat. I just eat the food, drink the water, sleep in the habitat, lay on your porch, and poop in your yard. But I am not your cat. Okay, fine. So, what are you guys talking about? Are you talking about diatomaceous earth? I have used diatomaceous for 30 years. It's good stuff, yeah. But anyway, so what I'm hoping is either Saturday or Sunday morning, I don't know, What I need is I need the boss's help. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a list with their names, because I doubt we're going to get all 6 all at the same time. When we dose the indoor kitties, we just, well, you guys have seen it on here. We just, come here, it's your turn, come here, it's your turn, come here, it's your turn. The outdoor kitties are like, well, whatever. So I'm going to make a list with their names, and then when they get their dose, I'm going to put a check mark beside it, tick it off. No pun intended with the tick. And get that taken care of. Let's see. All right, everybody's doing good. No illnesses, no hairballs to report, no anything other than they're going to get their doses. Hi, Whist. I'm sorry I didn't see you in here till now, sweetheart. Y'all know I'm a blind old bat, and once we get outside, I sure as heck far can't see nothing on the screen. So, all right, babies, we've been on here almost an hour. I think that's about all there is to report. You was just lurking, but we will see if we can see a couple of keys here inside. There's Willow Wisp. What are you doing, Willow the Wisp, eating out of Pretty Patty Patch's special dish? Little Missy? What have you got to say for yourself? What if your other mommy in Great Britain, Yorkshire Rose, were to see you misbehaving? Oh, I know what she would do. She would say, give her a pink toy. Yeah, Almond Flo. That dish is Pretty Patty Patches. And those are my outdoor walking rags clothes and my socks hanging off the back of the chair. You guys know when you come to Susan and the boss's house, you never know what you're going to get. But you know it's going to be real. Let's see. I had this set up because I was going to watch kitties from my other channel on there, but then we changed course because of the sun. That's okay. So just to say hi to whoever we see, there's Tres Amigos, one of the triplets. I don't think there's anybody new here. However, you have for Buddy Walks. Alwyn, I once had a kitty cat named Buddy. Anyway, for anybody that's new, I don't see anybody new, but if you're new or you're in the bushes or you watch later, all of the animals in this household are rescues. Every single one of them. Hi, AC. Hi, baby. Every single one. So, Tres Amigos. Baby Dumpling. Yeah, guys, I know I keep saying I'm going to get off of here, but I just saw Baby Dumpling. I started to say, oh, he's sleeping with the fish. You may not know why that tickled me, and it shouldn't. Sleeping with the fish is like from the 1940s, 30s, 40s gangster talk. You know, like cement shoes. But Baby Dumpling is Sleeping with the fish. And there's Wang Cheng Cheetah Burrito. Dastardly Doolittle. Sleeping with the fishes in cement shoes. Yes. We're all gangsters up in this crib. Oh my goodness. Don't. Don't. Don't, don't, don't. Carrie Bishop, cue the dramatic music. Dun, 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 dun. Ninja kitties. There's Wells. No, wait. Let mommy see your collar. Let mommy see your collar. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Utah. Lady Opal Moon. No, wait, that's late. Oh, no. That's Summer Lucille. All right, Utah. Summer Lucille. Lady Opal Moon. And Wells. We are family. I got all my kitties with me. Bom, bom, we are family. We got hedgehogs and bears too. Cracking cats. Okay, guys. So. Thank you so much to every single one of you for joining me on a ridiculously nothing content live stream on Furry Feline Monsters of Mass Destruction. Please. Spay and neuter your fur babies. Keep their immunizations up to date. Please be kind to wildlife. Help them in any and every way you can within the proper wildlife guidance provided to us by wildlife management. I know you guys probably get sick of hearing me say it, those of you that stay to the end. Wildlife is not encroaching on our habitat, we're encroaching on theirs, and they can use all the help that we can give them, even if that help is leaving them alone. And the most important request, admonition actually, of all. Please be kind one to another. It's not going to hurt you one single bit. It's not going to cost you one thin dime. And it is going to come back to you tenfold when you expect it the least and need it the most. Okay? So. What's new, pussycats? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, Whiskers. I love you guys. I'll see ya the next time. Send me money.